Starting to learn the basics, and now that we know what they are, we can talk about maintaining those positions. Going to show you a quick drill here to help you with each of these ranges, okay, or each of these positions. All right, so first step, let's see here, close range. I'm going to get my focus mitts. All right, so I just have a basic pair of focus mitts. That's what we're going to use today to help him with his different ranges. I want to hold these up and close to my body, just to get him used to how far away he should be, okay? So we're both here in our stance. In fact, for this drill, I'm just going to use one focus mitt and keep it right in the center of my chest, okay? So close range is really simple. He's going to get close enough so his forearms are almost touching me, okay? So in order to maintain that range, I'm going to move around and he just has to stay close to me without crossing his feet, okay? Ready? Good, you don't have to push or shove or anything, you're just nearby. If I move towards him, he moves back. If I move backwards, he moves forwards. Same thing, left and right, or even circling, okay? So he gets used to responding to my movement, staying in close range, nice and close, okay? Now we're going to try a drill for maintaining punching range, okay? So take a step back, and go ahead and we're going to use a basic jab. Okay, so to keep things simple, we're going to teach you, I call it the Kung Fu punch, okay? So go ahead and get to your striking stance, facing the camera here, okay? Actually, we'll have you do this angle, and I'll do this angle. Perfect, okay. So, this is not the way I want you to end up doing your punch in the long term, but in the short term, I want you to practice punching this way, so that way you can develop the right habits and technique for your punch to turn out perfect. Okay, let me say that in more simple of a way. Throw a regular jab for me, okay? Ready? 1, 2, 3, jab. 1, 2, 3, jab. 1, 2, 3, jab. Do you notice how when I throw the jab, at the very end of my punch, I snap my hand all the way over? Now, that's a very important part of your jab, but most people make this mistake. As they throw their jab, when they're first learning, they stick their elbow way out here and then punch, which would be incorrect. So this is what I want you to do. For now, I want you to pretend you're learning Kung Fu, okay? We're going to keep your elbow down and lead with your pinky and punch straight out without turning your hand over and straight back. Something this reminds me, if you're maybe a little bit older and around my age, is Rock'em Sock'em Boppers. Or they're like the boxing robots. Do you know what I'm talking about? Okay? You're keeping your hands in the same position, punching straight out, coming straight back. Okay? Now later is where we'll develop the habit of turning your hand all the way over. But for now, keep it straight up. Okay. So now that you know how to do a basic jab, whichever foot is forward, you're going to punch with the same side hand. Okay? I've got my focus mitt right in the middle here. Throw a few jabs just to get comfortable with your distance. Let's stick with those Kung Fu punches. Okay? Yeah, there you go. Sort of different because we've been practicing the regular jab for him. But it's good to make sure we're getting the elbow down and leading with the pinky on the way out. Good, okay. So now, same thing as before. I'm going to start to move around and he has to respond to my movement. Keep going, jabs. Good. And remember, you want me at the end of your punch, keep doing your Kung Fu punches. There we go. Keep both hands up, the other hand by your cheek. Good job. One way to remind yourself is just to touch your cheek with your hands. Continually remember that part of the technique. Okay. Now what's happening here is he's getting familiar with maintaining the distance for this position. Okay. Remember, you want to be at the end of your punch, the very end of your punch. Good. Okay. Woo. Moving around. Come backwards. Come forwards. Both hands up. Both hands up. Good job. There we go. Awesome. High five. Very good. Okay. So that was maintaining punching distance. Now we're going to try the same thing with kicking distance, okay? We're just going to do a basic front kick. It doesn't have to be anything fancy. Get into your striking stance with either leg. How to pick your knee up. You're going to kick straight out with the bottom of your foot, this part right here, the ball of your foot, landing on the target, and then bring it right back, okay? So we're going to try the same thing. We're going to do our kicking distance, good, and kicking position, if you will. And he's going to kick for this. I can lower it a little bit if I need to. I'll bend my knees instead of just moving the pad. And he's going to go ahead and kick the pad. Go for it. Good. Good. You're a little bit close. You've got a solid kick. You're getting to the ball of your foot. Good. Just be sure to keep your distance. Okay, now we're going to practice moving. Ready? This way. Ooh, man. A little close. Remember, you want to keep your distance. There you go. Good job. Hands up, hands up. Excellent. Stay in that kicking distance. Good. Now we're maintaining position in our kicking distance. Good. Keep both hands up. Excellent. Okay. So now we worked on maintaining our kicking distance. Now, last one, I'm going to get a chance to kick it him, okay? I can throw some punches and things too, but his idea is to stay out of range for what I'm doing, okay? So this is our fourth position, completely out of range. Ready? Go. Punches, kicks, okay? I might come towards him, kick at him, okay? If I move back though, he has to come with me. We have to stay near each other, but still far enough away that I can't touch him. So those are 4 drills you can do to learn the 4 different positions when it comes to striking.